Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olivia. If you just see me for the first time, thank you, welcome. Please hit on the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you very much. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So guys, this video is about the trending topic on the Nigerian space, internet space right now. It's about this Moyiwa, and the husband Roy. I just want to say my 2 cents, okay? So this man, Mr. A.O. Roy, came to the internet space crying that his wife of 11 years, he's just finding out that she's now married to someone else while they're still married, okay? And he said a lot of things, okay? Some of the things he said, I want to react to on this video. Okay, first of all, he said that they were married for 11 years. Apparently the first 5 years was in Nigeria. They were married their first 5 years in Nigeria. Then after Nigeria, while they were living in Nigeria, the lady suggested for her to relocate so that he would now come and join her later to the US, and he agreed, of course, at the time. Okay, so while they were interviewing him, they started asking him how they met. First of all, he said that the lady slided into her DM and said, how far, give me your number and all that. While I think that's a bold move on the part of the lady, I wouldn't do it personally. I don't see it out as something that is entirely out of place right now in this age and time, because of course this is not stone age. This is social media age and all that. And you can also meet people on the social media space. I've already given the story how I met my husband on how many years ago now? It's not up to 16 years on the social media space. That was Facebook, maybe 17 years at this point in time, because we've been married for 15 years. So what I'm trying to say is that those kind of things can happen. It's not out of place for somebody to meet somebody on the social media space. Yeah, while it's a little bit out of place for the woman to ask first, my husband, of course, approached me first, but it's not entirely out of place. But where I'm coming to is the fact that this lady got married while they were still married. And though we've not heard from the lady, but I find it awkward knowing how women react and how women think. One thing in relationships is a man and a woman will be dating and will be saying something. Women will give clues here and there. Even if a woman doesn't tell you entirely, oh, this thing you're doing I don't like, she will complain. But most times men choose to just ignore you complain. Yes, from my own experience, I'll tell you, men they see it as, women always talk, they always complain. So that woman must have complained. That woman must have shown her displeasure that I don't like the way you're treating me, I don't like so and so and so and so and so. That's proving, trying to prove this is from the text message he said he saw on the woman's, I think a mutual friend sent him this text message. According to him, the woman sent this message to a friend telling him or her about how her husband has been behaving and that she doesn't like it and all that. And then it was a lot. That was in 2017. Then she has not left Nigeria yet. This woman talked about Moyiwa. Moyiwa talked about the fact that, one, Roy, the bedroom matters is not as on par. One, she talked about the fact that the guy is so laid back. He doesn't want to improve his skills. He doesn't want to, he likes his comfort zone. He doesn't want to go out of his comfort zone to do better. Maybe career-wise, financially, of course, when you upscale in your career, you also upscale in your finances. She complained about it. She complained about the fact that he chats with a lot of women on his DM, and then she listed out a lot of complaints. That was just a message she was telling a friend. Imagine what she would have complained to Roy in real life. She would have, I'm sure he has heard all these things. This was not the first time he's hearing these things. He heard about your wife is telling you about bedroom matters and you think it's nothing. She's telling you that you're not stepping up as a man, as a leader, and in your duties financially, you're not stepping up. In career wise, you're not upscaling. You don't have the drive to upscale. Nothing. You don't have the drive to, for a better life. You're not doing anything about it. She tells you, oh, I don't like the fact that you chat with a lot of ladies, flirt. The text message used the word flirt with a lot of ladies. Do you know what Roy did? He did not respond to that message. He did not react. He did not sit his wife down and sit down and say, hey, baby, let's talk about this. Talk about this. Talk about this. I know that most times men shy away from difficult discussions. That's why somebody like me, I try not to shy away from difficult discussions, because when you talk about difficult discussions, I understand you, you understand me. We resolve it. And if we are not able to resolve this matter, we let go. Like everybody will go our way. So I will say this woman, as much as looking at it from, when you just want to look at it from, oh, okay, how did you marry without telling your ex-husband? How did you even, there was a lot of fundamental issues. I wouldn't say that the issues was because she approached him first. That's not an issue at all. A lot of women have approached their husband, or their partners, and they're still together. However, the man loved his comfort zone. Even though the woman approached you, he continued to take the back seats. She said, let's go to America. Let's go to America. You said no. She said, okay, I'll go and I'll come and pick you later. At the interview, he even said that she told her, you're a radiologist, or not radiologist, radiography. He studied radiography. Come and do your master's in the US. He said no. And this woman is a woman that studied architecture. So she's a highly driven woman. So at the end of the day, what are the lessons? According to, all the platforms I watch, Auntie B, Uncle Ben will always say, what are the lessons? The lessons here is, men, listen. Even if the message is subtle, even if it comes as a complaint, before somebody complains about something, a woman, she means it. And a woman doesn't forget. Men, brothers, know this and know peace. If a woman complains about something, it didn't end there. If you didn't address it, you didn't address it. If you have not addressed it, you have not addressed it. And if it takes 20 years, the woman will remember with date, with time, everything. Women are wired like that. So always make it a habit to have a deep-rooted conversation with your spouse. Have a deep-rooted conversation. Make sure, are we good? Have we resolved this? Is there any other thing you want us to talk about? Because women thrive by talking things over, but men don't like to talk things over. And when I was going into a relationship, married, I was told that marriage is all about communication. But you will see that in this age and time, a lot of men shy away from real deep conversation, real deep communication with your wife. That is a problem. So you're thinking, oh, she complained and she didn't mean it anymore. No, she complained and she meant it. She complained, she meant it. She still thinks whatever she thought or whatever was her problem, whatever has stressed her all the while, it still stresses her. She's still being stressed by those things. Yeah. She never you didn't change. So you think she would have just said, okay, everything is fine. No, she communicated. And if the man says the whole truth, you would have heard that the woman actually says, sorry, I'm no longer interested in this relationship. I don't know. Maybe he was just hoping that she would change her mind at the end of the day. But I mean, it didn't happen. Yeah. Will I say she approached it the best way? Not necessarily. Maybe she didn't approach it the best way, but I can put it to you that this woman communicated. She tried to communicate her feelings, her displeasure or her displeasure, but Roy did not listen. So she had to. And there was a lot of problems. You even allowed her to go and, do papers with someone else in the US. You even allowed her to, while you were still married, you were not taking charge in the relationship. A man is supposed to take charge, not taking the back seats. Yes, men, we are given the authority, especially in a marriage relationship, by God to take charge, lead the home, not your wife leading the home. It's boring for women when they take the lead. It's draining, it's stressful for them. They'll just litter you. Yeah, it's draining. I can tell you for free. Yeah. If my husband lets me always take the lead, everything I have to suggest, I have to see through. I would have been bored for the past 15 years. So yeah, I would say that unfortunately, I'm sure the signs were there. I don't. Yeah, a lot of things that the Muyiwa did, I don't agree. I feel you would have made it, even if he doesn't want to you would have properly divorced him, properly, or properly returned the bride price. That I can say, yes, because in the Igbo land, if he is an Igbo person, your parents will not even take another bride price while there's still a bride price pending on your head. Does that make sense? So I don't know how Yoruba people do, but I know that if it's an Igbo person, the bride price will be returned before another bride price is collected. So she would have made sure that the bride price was returned and severed the relationship, cut it off before she married. And then again, because I also find it awkward for the guy to come to the social media space to talk about it, knowing that the woman, because of her immigration status and all that, it will be difficult for her to come and also talk. Yeah, because I feel it's kind of manipulative. Yeah, if you ask me. If you have the same playing ground right now, she can talk, she's free to talk about everything and respond to you rather. I'll say, but I know because of the US immigration, a lot of things, I know that she will not come and talk. So anyway, I feel sad for him, and I feel bad for him. And another thing he is not talking about, people did not ask him is, or even in that the phrase platform, did you cheat or no? You also cheated while your wife was in the US for the past 6 years or how many years. Are you saying that you did not sleep with other women? Like you didn't even have a regular babe? No, now, let's be realistic. They are making it look like it's only the woman that committed one atrocity. As much as, yeah, the woman going out she checked out of the relationship already, and she went ahead to get married officially, but the guy was also cheating, and he did not address when you did not address when your wife was telling somebody that you're flirting with babes. You did not say, me flirt with babes. No, I'm not flirting with babes. So, and you say, they asked him in the honored bunch, say, I work with a lot of people and I work on my phone. Guy, you are flirting with babes, and she didn't like that. And one thing about women, especially millennials, we don't know how to talk too much. If you stress us too much and we are in a better position, we'll leave you. I'm talking for all my millennial girls. Millennial is like, we have a little bit of Gen Z spirit, and we have our own. So we're a weird combo. We just do things. Millennials, don't mess up with a millennial, especially a woman. We've seen, we've heard, we've seen, we've heard. In this age and time, women from 30 to 45, no, they are not about to do that. Even 50s, if you stress them, they will leave you. So if you're a man, keep your wife happy, because women love marriage more than men love. Women love to be married. In fact, Nigerian women love to be married. So if a Nigerian woman leaves her husband, there's a reason. They said something, nobody leaves a good marriage, and that's the truth. Yeah, and in this age and time, women are choosing their peace. They're choosing their peace, they're choosing themselves. Yeah, so share your thoughts on the comment section. What are your thoughts? If you're not yet subscribe, like, comment. My heart goes out to Roy, and I hope he resolves his personal issue, and I hope this is a teaching for men, or lesson for men, that when a woman complains, don't sweep it under the carpet. Address it. Keep addressing it until she tells you that, oh no, we are fine now. Yeah, that's my thoughts and that's my take. Share your take on the comment section. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.